Today, we are inside the 2023 BMW 330e, which is the electric hybrid variant for the 3 Series. Now, I'm going to hop out, show you guys the exterior of the vehicle, then we'll get back in and we'll go for a drive. So this one is the M Sport package for the 3 Series with Brooklyn gray exterior. You can see the M Sport 791 bicolor wheels. You see in between the roundhouse, we have like blue ring that goes around. You also have electrified by eye over the door flap, and this is where you're going to plug in the charger. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Parkview BMW for providing the test drive vehicle for today. Now, if you guys are in the Toronto marketplace and you're looking for a BMW, maybe it's this BMW or another one, make sure you guys reach out to Parkview BMW. There's even a link in the description of this video to connect you guys with the sales team. Now, with the 2023, this was a facelift for BMW on the 3 Series. So we have the updated LED headlights, we have the redesigned front M Sport bumper, and the different kidney grille slats on the inside. So along with the M Sport package, there's Brooklyn gray exterior paint, high gloss black exterior content with the kidney grille, and the rear diffuser gets much more aggressive on the LCI. And you can see we have the 330e badge, and it is standard xDrive in Canada. Taking a look in the trunk space, you're going to get a standard 120 volt charger. This will take you about 8 hours, no, not even, I think it's 5 hours overnight to charge up the battery. Get a carrying case for that. You do have a little bit of less trunk space compared to the non-hybrid version because there's the battery there. You have a little bit of storage here. You can lift this up and take it down, or you can leave that flat. Take the dealer plate. All right, let's hop on the inside and go for a drive. Before I get to the inside, I just want to show you guys the back seat. So this is the black Sensatec interior. With the 3 Series, you get a rear zone climate control as well as 2 USB-C ports. Taking a look in the interior, we have M Sport pedals, the M Sport door sill. I like the nice intro they give you at the iDrive 8. As you can see, we have this very large curved display screen, which is new for 2023 with the iDrive 8 operating system. So it's touchscreen. Yeah, you can see climate menu has been put into the touchscreen here. We'll talk a little bit more about the iDrive, but I want to get on the road. Now, when you start out with the 330e, you have 3 driving modes. You're always going to start out in hybrid mode. That's just how the car's default is. So down here you have hybrid, electric, and sport. So right now we're in electric. Menu, AC is on. Turn the fan up a little bit because I'm starting to sweat. Pretty quiet on the inside, especially with the electric drivetrain. Now there's a certain amount that you can put on the electric drivetrain before the gas engine kicks in the hybrid mode. Now your gauge cluster here can be customized by pressing this button on the steering wheel. You can see the content that you'll see, like the map. It's really the best one. And you can even change the layout. Just come here again, layout. There's this layout, which is simplified. There's this layout, medium, and then there's this layout, which is kind of the sport one. Now when you're in the other 2 layouts, you'll see that there's blue. So like you'll be able to go up to about 100 kilometers per hour while staying on the battery. You'll be able to use about 40% of the vehicle's power while staying on the electricity. And if you try to go above those meters, the gas engine's going to kick in. If you go into pure electric mode, this will be your display screen. You won't be able to adjust this layout. You can only adjust the layout in the hybrid mode. And of course, each mode has 2 modes. So there's hybrid, and then there's Hybrid Eco Pro, which is the most fuel efficient option. And then you have electric, and then you have electric individual, and you can customize electric individual to, you know, climate control pro, basically using less electricity on things. And then you have sport. You have sport boost, extra boost. gives you maximum power between the gas engine and the electric motor. And then you have Sport Individual, where you can configure what you want everything to be. We're gonna go back to hybrid mode for now. Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe should open the air vents in order if I want cold air to come through. I mean, so far suspension's comfortable. I mean, we do have the M Sport suspension. We do have the standard larger glass sunroof, and it does have the full electric shade here. We're going to close that. It's a little bit sunny. So you can really tell how quiet the car is. Leave the radio off. Not very much road noise coming through. The suspension is a little bit stiff. I mean, it's a 3 Series, so we have the M Sport suspension with this one. If you want a more comfortable 3 Series, just don't get the M Sport package, and you won't get the M Sport wheels and the M Sport steering wheel and the M Sport suspension. Now, in the iDrive 8 system, it's a lot more responsive. Like, touchscreen is more responsive, but you still have the iDrive controller. Personally, I like using the iDrive controller while I drive, but you can use the touchscreen. One thing I do like about the touchscreen, the main menu is better, shows your tiles better, it's faster responding. The menus and like your sub menus better than last, because now it's like your cell phone where they're like different apps, and you can even choose between like infotainment apps and like your actual vehicle apps with like different settings. Like mobile devices, personal assistant, you can go in and adjust some charging, so you can set the charge time. Maybe you don't want to charge immediately because you want to charge it all on off-peak hours. Live vehicle information. So one thing that's cool is if you go into sport mode, it's adaptive content. Is it? Where was it? Yeah, is it not live vehicle when you're in sport mode? Maybe it's not with the hybrid. In the other ones it shows you adaptive content. Oh, that's why, right there. There we go. So you have torque, horsepower, turbo PSI, and your vehicle engine temperature. You can go through your system settings, make sure that your time and date is accurate, make sure it's in the right time zone for you, language, units, all of that stuff. Interior lighting is one of my favorite ones. Interior lighting, ambient lighting has been enhanced. Now 15 different colors to choose from. All the ambient lighting here will change. I mean, it's a sunny day, so you're not going to see the ambient lighting right now, so wouldn't worry too much about that. BMW ID is a big one. You want to make sure you log into that once you've purchased your BMW. The climate control menu, a little redundant here because you always are going to have this climate menu button at the bottom, no matter what menu your screen you're at. Displays, you can adjust some displays here between the gauge cluster, and if you had the enhanced package with head-up display, you'd be able to adjust that in here. Doors and windows. So one of my favorite things with this car is the proximity locking. You also can put a digital key into your Apple Wallet, and now Android Auto gets that as well. Go through some driving settings, so driving assistance, pre-collision, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, steering intervention, fatigue alert, speed warning, all of that is going to be in there. So lots of safety systems, and you can choose tone them down, tone them off. But we're going to merge on the highway here. We are in Sport Plus. We're going to do a little bit of driving. Ooh, good pickup. Now this one still has the normal brakes, so they're not as aggressive as those M Sport brake option that you get. That's another $650 option for the blue M Sport brakes. Or if you get M Sport Pro, you'll get the red ones. Good pickup though. Definitely more than with the full gas version. You know, with that hybrid, you get, I think it's like 50 extra horsepower. I have to double check the exact stats on that, but yeah, I know with extra boost, you're getting maximum power. And then it's like, okay, you drove, maybe we want to do pure electric. So we'll just only do what electric has for us. We're going to do just electric mode, not electric individual. Now, you'll get about 70% of the power. You can do up to about 130 kilometers. And then once that maxes out, unless you hit the drop down pedal on the gas, it will just, that's it. So let's do a full accel without the drop down pedal. And this is as fast as we're accelerating, which is really underwhelming. I mean, if you've got to pass somebody, you know, it's not enough, but it's pure electricity. It's not a pure electric car, it's a hybrid. So it's good that you can even accelerate on pure electricity alone. And decent pace. I mean, we're not really passing anybody, but now we're passing this guy. You can see how slow we're getting up to speed here. But say you're going and it's like you need more speed. Okay, like we need to get out of a situation. Just put the pedal in the drop down and the gas engine turns on and you accelerate forward. And we're back in hybrid mode. So it automatically changes because you hit the pedal drop down or step down, whatever you want to call it. Let's go ahead and show you guys that other layout as well. Let's take the time to turn on the navigation. Now we're just going to set it back to Parkview BMW. You guys an idea of what navigation looks like. Massive navigation screen over here, and then even like this navigation screen in your gauge cluster is bigger than navigation screens in most other cars. So the whole curved display screen, massive screens. Okay, but let's go back to sport and let's go back to the adaptive content. There we go. Okay, let's do a full pedal accel. Pretty quick. 310 horsepower the car says. And I love how in sport, or I guess extra boost, the RPMs aren't dropping right away. We're staying at 5,000. It's waiting for you to get back on the power. The car transmission, the 8-speed automatic transmission is beautiful. Oh, you can feel that lane keep assist was pulling me back. Alright, we do need to get off the highway here. I would definitely tone those safety systems down if I was in the vehicle for a long time. Coming into the corner, feels confident, turn-in's great. Be a little bit tighter, but yeah, I mean, this is a 330 hybrid. Want tighter, get the M340. Good pickup from a dead stop, like boom. We merged into traffic. Say it's like really thick traffic, you need to merge and get up to speed, no problem. Put the pedal down and it'll do that. Let's go back to pure electric mode. And once again, we'll do like a pure electric accel. So slow, but if you need more, just step on the pedal, drops down to hybrid, and you're good to go. It's cool as electric drive shows up with the adaptive content. Yeah, we have a flap here for 2 cup holders, wireless device charging tray in there. This is the new layout for the drivetrain or transmission. You should have like a little toggle now, and I guess there is sport too. Like you could go down to sport mode if you want the transmission in sport mode, but I mean, do you really need that? I just put it in drive. Now the car does have one other feature, which is like battery control. So you can set the battery charge, like maintain on a certain amount until you get to a destination. I don't think that was driving. Was that live vehicle? No, I think that was driving settings. Charging, was it charging? No. Was it chassis? No. Driving assistance maybe? Or maybe it just does it automatically. I thought there was a section you can go in here and select, like you want it 80%, 90%. And there's exterior, vehicle status, and then infotainment apps is like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, your FM radio, Sirius XM, telephone, navigation. Now, if you did log in with your driver profile, your real-time traffic info would be live here, but right now you just see white because the car hasn't been mapped. So with BMWs, you have to map the car to your driver profile before you'll get real-time traffic info, before you can use like the remote engine start. I guess with a hybrid, you have like preconditioning. So it's not gonna start the engine, and it'll only activate the preconditioning if the battery is charged. Not sure why it's a little bit different from the gas engines and why they can't actually start the car. But one thing with the hybrid is you get heat faster in the wintertime because of the electric components. But if your battery's drained, well, then you got no remote engine start. Feel a little bit of the road noise here, but I mean, man, the 3 Series is such a good daily driving car. good amount of back seat space, good handling, good sizing, and now you can get a hybrid component, so you can get up to 30 kilometers of pure electric range. So if you have a short commute and at your work you have a charger, at home you have access to a plug, and majority of the time you can basically stay on pure electricity, it's definitely worth that upgraded price point for the hybrid. I mean, interestingly though, it's like on cash, because I think if you're leasing one, they have a lower residual and sometimes a higher interest rate. So a leasing one doesn't always make sense, but if you're just cash purchasing or financing a vehicle, hybrids generally make more sense because you're going to pay a little bit more. I believe it's like $3,000 or $5,000 more, but then the amount of fuel savings you get. But then at the same time, like, how long are you going to own the car for? Because it's $3,000, like, that's a couple years of gas of what you're actually going to spend. So you'd have to, like, it really just depends on your driving habits. Are you maximizing a lot of electricity range? Are you gonna be able to plug it in every night? Those are some options you got to consider when you're purchasing a hybrid. All right, we are gonna do one more in Sport Extra Boost. Cool thing with these transmissions, okay, I can't stand when she talks, so we're gonna turn her off. Cool thing with the BMW's 8-speed automatic transmissions is you come standard with the paddle shifters. So if you know how to use your gears, you can adjust that. But it also comes with launch control. So if the car had over 2,000 kilometers, it doesn't. We could show you guys the launch control, but basically put it into a certain mode. Put your left foot on the brake, right foot on the gas pedal, a little checkered flag comes up, and then boom, it just launches maximum grip, maximum power, spools up the turbos a couple seconds before you go. And it's quite a lot of fun when you're at the front of like a red light or stop sign. I don't know when you'd ever use it though. All right, we're doing 20 and we're gonna do full accel in 3, 2, 1. So kind of like missed a little bit there. I went to the drop down pedal, so downshifted again, and then realized, oh, we got like 1,000 of RPM, and then it shifted up again. But see how it just holds that RPM? It's waiting for you to get back on the power. It wants to go fast. But most of the time you're driving this car, you're just gonna be in hybrid mode. Unless you know, like, hey, I'm gonna use pure electricity to get to work, and then I'm gonna charge it. Okay, so then you're gonna use pure electric mode. But majority of the other time, like the best way to drive this car, just leave it in hybrid mode. Just let the car do its thing and maximize on the best of both worlds here. What else can I show you guys? So I have a couple physical buttons here: rear defrost, front defrost, your hazards, next song, back song, your volume. Up here is your sunroof control and the lights. If you get the universal garage door, it's a $300 standalone option, so you won't find a lot of them on the lots. But if you order one, you can get the garage door opener programmed in. If you have time to wait, it's always best to order a car to your exact specs, because they can be very different from what we have on the lot. Like this one is just an essential package, an M Sport package, the high gloss black exterior content, and the Brooklyn gray paint with a black interior. Pretty simple, pretty normal, what you'll find mostly on dealer lots, either essential with or without the M Sport. Not too many times we find a 330e with an enhanced package. An enhanced package, you know, you're gonna get more items than that. You're gonna get the head-up display, upgraded Harman Kardon sound system, 360 parking camera with self-park, a lot of features that you can find in that enhanced package. All the door panels, so your central door lock is over on the door panel. Setting your memory seats is on the door panel. Your window switch controls are on the door panel. One thing that's interesting about the hybrids compared to other BMWs is there's actually a little button to open your gas flap. It's a pressurized system from what I understand, so you have to press that in order to open your door flap. Where versus other BMWs, as long as the car is unlocked, it just automatically opens it up. Oh yeah, and there is a center console here, USB-C port. The car does have automatic brake hold, wasn't even using that whole time. Oh, here we go. We get a launch from 0. We're gonna do Sport Boost from 0 up to the speed limit. You know what, we're even gonna put the transmission in Sport. So this is the most sport that this car can be. And we're gonna see what the acceleration like is, what, from 0 to 50 or 60, just from 0 to the speed limit. And go. I love the all-wheel drive system. Like, it squats the back, it goes forward, but there's no wheel slip, and it accelerates like right away. You don't hear any like wheel slipping or any chirping or anything. The car just goes forward. The xDrive system is so good at traction. and the power delivery is amazing. It just goes forward, the transmission's so smooth. What a great car. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys appreciate it. Don't forget, if you guys are in the market for a BMW, big shout out to Parkview BMW for providing the test drive for this vehicle. If you want me to help you out with purchasing the vehicle, reach out to me at my email down below, and I'll help you out on the sales side. Thank you guys so much for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on my next POV drive.